I don't think I've ever been as nervous for the regular season as I was when I returned from injury. Felt like a rookie again. Only this time I knew I had even more to prove. The thought of never stepping on an NFL field was all the motivation I needed to not only get back, but to be an even better leader than I had ever been.
Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And off we go from Denver. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So now here are the Broncos with excellent field position to start off. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6". So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And now running right through him. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st down and goal.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Denzel Mims there to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Todd Gurley heading back out along with the rest of the Atlanta offense. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's going to loft this one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Now Gurley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke able to find Waller. That's complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First catch the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Nifty move. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. His opening drive there last time out looked good for a while. The offense was on the move, but then the pick 6.
They were clicking. He was looking good. And, you know, if this was a game played by real human beings, we could get an actual answer. These are virtual guys out there, so we don't know what's going to happen or what actually happened with the miscommunication on that one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Gurley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. 25 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Oh, he'll air this, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
The 25-yard line.
To throw again. Locke looking deep for Julio. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Locke working out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos.
On the play, recovered by the defense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards.
Plenty of excitement in this stadium and all throughout the league as we kick off another NFL season. And there's no shortage of storylines to keep an eye on across the NFL. But, Charles, what has you most intrigued about this matchup we're about to see?
It's almost embarrassing to admit because it's essentially low-hanging fruit. But I'm as eager as everyone at home to see the return of one of the best.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos push further out in front. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsay touchdown run.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously, the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them in contract time.
It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. Second quarter, a guy like him. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Well, certainly they're hoping that he continues to pile up those completions. And, Charles, we heard him go on record and say during the offseason, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
Falcons 7.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And finding the tight end Hooper. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. It got his man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
11 more on that one and another first down. They'll set up to throw, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Locke. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Taken in at the 22. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
At their own 29 yards.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know.
And he is going to go down, back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. He'll find Lindsey here, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
He sets to fire deep, and he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Block. And that will be incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A heck of a way to start the 4th quarter, just south of 40 yards on the pickup. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. On the move to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now left side on the swing pass. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. That's caught by Waller out left side. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates. He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20.
It's sad they pay me. I'll do this for free.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Locke looks to throw it again. And he comes back with one complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. From midfield, here's Locke. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And all the way down to the 10-yard line.
That's where we are.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Forced out to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Recovered by the defense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and...
Another run by Lindsey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Yeah, let's go. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense try to stand tall.
They certainly are.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And he puts it through. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsay touchdown run.
Carlson sets to kickoff.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0:05. That's all we have left here in the 4th. Throwing now is Locke. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. You couldn't ask for a better start to the season than this one. And don't want to put too much stock in it, but a Week 1 win really in the return for a quarterback that they weren't sure would ever get back to what he once was.
And you and I both know there's going to be a lot of debate about whether or not he was looking better today than he has in the past. But what's not up for debate, they won the game. And in the process, I do think he made a lot of people question whether or not he'd be able to come back as a starter. Look just a little bit foolish.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
I was pleased with how I played, and it felt like Coach's confidence was returning also. I really believe we had a decent chance of turning the season around. It's funny that such a short and simple conversation can be such a turning point. But in retrospect, we probably had already reached the turning point by then.